Is ALTURA the #1 altcoin for the rest of this bull cycle? How high can this bad boy go? We've already done crazy numbers. How high can we go with ALU and ALTURA? And I'm going to talk about a 100x NFT project that is minting today. So you are in the right place. Let's go. Welcome to the Kale Show. My name is Kale. Hey, we got to talk about this, guys, because ALTURA, a project that you guys know I've been an advisor for a little bit here since about 2 cents. We're at 14 cents. Okay, so woo! If you've been following me on Twitter, you've been making a lot of money. Okay, so ALTURA is up 71% today, and everyone is asking me. Literally, the #1 question I've gotten all day is how high can it go? Right? Because we're only at an $86 million market cap. And obviously the market is starting to recognize that this thing is supremely undervalued. So in this video, I'm going to lay out the case for how high I think ALTURA can go in the short term and in the long term. And then I'm going to talk about a couple cool projects that are coming up with NFTs. So let's get right into it. If you guys could do me a favor and just on that button, you know the button, this one, that would really help me out because I'm making you guys some serious cash. Like, I don't know what to tell you. If you've been following my portfolio, we're up 18% today. What's Bitcoin up today? Bitcoin is 5%. Would you rather be up 5% or 18%? Obviously, ALU is leading the charge here with 76% gains. Let me move my face. But a lot of coins in this portfolio are performing really well. We have D-Race at, let me make this bigger for you guys, sorry. We have D-Race starting to wake up here this morning. We have UFO, which we'll talk about later, up 20% on the day. We have Moon River up 3%. We have Polka Bridge up 15%. Polka Bridge is one of my favorites. I think this one is going to run to 510x from here easily, and it's starting to wake up this morning. So you've been warned for the very last time on Polka Bridge. Joe starting to wake up as well. I think this is going to $20. Polka Markets, Polka City, Polls lagging behind today. I expect these to catch up later in the day. These are also going to 10x. Everything in this profile, everything in this portfolio, my plan is for it to 10 to 20x, just like ALTURA has, and ALTURA is going to in the future again, which I will explain. But let's talk about it real quick, and then we'll get to ALTURA. PDEX starting to wake up here. This is going to be a 10x. Kylan's going to be a 10x. Ocean's going to be a 10x. Aleph, Atari, Virtue Poker, Ethereum, BNB. That's all I have. Okay, this is all I have, guys. If you're interested in what I am doing with my own money, this is not financial advice. This is not one of those channels. You can do what you want to do. But if you've been following this portfolio, let me tell you, you've been beating the literal pants off of Bitcoin. Just look at this chart. Look at where we are at. We have doubled the value of this portfolio in the past 14 days. And a lot of that is due to ALTURA. So let's just go and talk about it. Why is it blowing up? Why is it the altcoin for the rest of this bull run? Because I just think it's the biggest gem, and that's why I'm an advisor for this project, okay? So we're at an $86 million market cap. This is small, guys. This is a small coin. I think a good example of one that's already got great returns as well is UFO Gaming, right? UFO Gaming is another gaming kind of NFT-based project, right? Not the same at all. I'm not saying that at all. Totally different, but it's at $335 million market cap, and no one really even knows about it, right? It's still pretty small, under the radar coin, but this is at 3, 4, 5x the market cap of ALTURA, and ALTURA's had a nice little pump recently, right? And so when you start to think about this, you're like, wow, this ALTURA thing could be criminally undervalued, especially when you look at like a game like Axie Infinity, obviously totally different, but I mean, it can show you how high games can go in the crypto economy, right? $8 billion market cap for this game and 36 billion fully diluted. I mean, this is absolutely a monster game. Okay, so let's talk about ALTURA really quick and why it is valuable for those of you guys who have missed it. I'm gonna do a quick rundown. Just like a lot of you guys have seen this, but I just want to show you real quick why. Let me do some drawing. Okay, you guys like drawing? Why ALU? Okay, because I'm an advisor for this project, and I had to work this out in my head when I joined, because I wanted to do my due diligence, right? And I have grilled the CEO, I've grilled the co-founder, I've grilled everyone on this project for hours and hours and done my due diligence. And so that's kind of what I would recommend that you do, but at least you can watch this channel, right? Okay, so here's what I would say. There are two things that are coming that are going to be huge in cryptocurrency, and you guys know what they are. One of them is already here. It's NFTs, okay? NFTs are here. If you guys haven't noticed what has been happening with NFTs, I encourage you to get out from under your rock and try to live your life a little bit, okay? NFTs are here. The other thing that is here is gaming. Crypto gaming, play to earn gaming, where you can play games and make money. I'm gonna put PTE, play to earn gaming. You need to be able to make money while you are playing games. There are games like Axie Infinity is a great example of this. UFO, Snook. There's a lot of games like this. Okay. Now, these two worlds do not communicate very well. This is the case in a lot of things in life. If you've ever been in a tech space or in a software space, when you're building software and you're building games, some things do not communicate together, okay? Let's say that you have a game, okay? In this game, there is a sword. I've been using this example a lot, but it's just such a good example, right? And it's easy to draw on my screen, okay? There is a sword. There's a sword in your game, and you are like, hey, I like this sword. It's great. It's a great fancy sword, okay? Here's the problem, okay? If they come out with a new game, if they release Call of Duty 600, right? You are going to have to get a new sword. And even if you've upgraded this sword, you've made this sword magical, and now it's a green sword, and it has magical properties, and it slays all your enemies, right? Your sword, the problem is, it doesn't come with you, okay? You're going to lose that sword. That is not good. So what play to earn gaming needs, because you're spending money in these games, right? You're spending money, you're earning money. People don't want to lose their upgraded things, right? That is like obvious, right? If you had spent money to upgrade your sword, you would want your sword to come with you, and you'd want to actually own the sword, right? Duh. That's what NFTs do. They give you the ability to actually physically own something, right? So your sword is actually over here too. Your sword is owned by you. You can prove that you own the sword, right? You can trade the sword. I'm gonna write own. I'm gonna write trade. I'm going fast here, guys, so speed me up if you think this is boring, but it shouldn't be boring to you. You can trade this sword, okay? And most importantly, they communicate with each other, okay? So there is a bridge now between NFTs and gaming. So if the sword gets upgraded over here, let's say the sword changes to, let's just change it to this color, okay? It changes to orange, right? It's an orange sword. I can't draw, so just bear with me. But this means that it can slay the enemies way better over here. Well, guess what? Your sword in your game will upgrade to orange as well. Let's say that you pay $30,000 in your game and you get the one sword that can conquer Harry Potter land, right? And you're like, oh, I want this sword. And it turns the sword blue, okay? Well, now the sword will turn blue over here. Now, how does that happen? How do you actually prove ownership of this whole thing? And how do you make these NFTs smart, right? Because that is what is happening. Your NFT is changing. It's not just a fixed JPEG. It's a smart NFT. How do you do that? Well, what ALTURA noticed is that these people who are coding the games are not able very easily to create NFTs, smart NFTs on the blockchain. This is blockchain over here, right? And over here is gaming technology. It's totally different, right? So ALTURA bridges the gap between that, okay? This is where ALU comes in. We are a database. We are the middle. We are the absolute middle in between these two, okay? So number one, I would say, is a database. And I want to show you some data on databases and why I think the valuation for this could go so insane. Okay, so what's the best example of a database? Let's go look at it. It's called Amazon Web Services. Amazon Web Services is a database for all of the cloud computing in the entire world, okay? It generated $45.37 billion US in 2020 from its cloud services. $45 billion. Everything is hosted on this, everything runs on this, and essentially all that it is, what is AWS mainly used for? As the lead cloud computing platform, AWS is primary profit driver for Amazon. Primary profit driver for Amazon. It's the most profitable part of Amazon's business. AWS provides servers, storage, networking. That's all it does. It's basically a database. And so there's this other database in crypto land that is taking off in valuation, and I wonder why. Probably because databases are valuable, right? If the game doesn't have to go ahead and build a giant database that every time someone updates their sword, oh shoot, I have to be able to ping the database and I have to update the sword over here in the marketplace, and then I have to do the same thing in reverse. This is a lot of engineering. A lot of money has to go into this, and we have literally had games come to us, multiple games come to us and say, we're gonna do this ourselves. And then they try it. 3 months later, they come back, they can't do it, okay? So we are the infrastructure, the database, the roots for play to earn gaming, okay? Like, I can't stress this enough, okay? This is in general what we are. Obviously, there's an API, there's a marketplace, you can actually create your smart NFTs, like you can actually create these using the platform, which is cool. And I think this is also a big value driver, but at the end of the day, the reason that I became a investor in ALU is this one thing, right? This one thing. It does one thing better than everyone else. It has a working product that allows smart NFTs to talk to play to earn games and database and infrastructure back and forth. Talk back and forth. And that is a huge business opportunity. It just is. It's an absolutely huge opportunity because it looks like AWS to me for crypto gaming. Okay, I'm not saying we're going to go to $45 billion in revenue this year with ALU, but could we go to $1 billion market cap, right? Because you guys want to know like how far could we go, right? Well, let's just say we went to a $500 million market cap, which wouldn't even be hard. I don't think that would be unrealistic at all for something that's going to be the backbone of crypto gaming, right? $500 million market cap is another 6x up from here. Okay, do I think we could get into the top 100 or just get to $1 billion market cap? Absolutely. $1 billion market cap would be an 11x upward from here and wouldn't even be that shocking. Like it would be 1/8 of the market cap of Axie and 1/36 of its circulating, actually fully diluted valuation. And we're going to be working with a lot more companies than Axie, right? We just onboarded Crypto Blades Kingdom. I would encourage you guys to go and follow us on Twitter. And there's a lot of updates there, a lot of stuff going on. But if you just search for ALTURA on Twitter, we just onboarded Crypto Blades Kingdom. And I don't know where it is. It's down here somewhere. Right here. Crypto Blades Kingdom is our new partnership, right? And this is a crypto game that came to us and was like, yeah, we need to launch our NFTs on your platform because you guys are the database. You guys are making it so much easier for us to have these smart NFTs. And like I said, that's why I used the sword, right? Because crypto blades, right? It just makes sense to have these upgradable NFTs. So I could go on and on and on for days. But do I think that it's unrealistic that ALTURA could get to $1 billion market cap in the next 3 months? Absolutely not. I think that is totally reasonable. And that would put us, probably wouldn't even put us in the top 100. If you look at these coins, because right now, this is what I expect to happen with crypto. I'm gonna go a little deeper here for you guys, for you moon boys in the back, okay? We have $1 million market cap is basically like you have to have that $1 billion market cap, excuse me, to get into the top 100, right? But that's SRM, and this is a good product. It's okay. I've used it, but like, is it better than ALTURA? Does it have a bigger market cap? It's basically a DEX on Solana. Is this going to have a bigger market cap long term than ALTURA, which is going to be the backbone of crypto gaming? No. Absolutely not. Long term, I mean, we are going to be a top 50, top 20 coin, right? Which means we're going to be at a 50 billion, 100. This is long term. But even in the next 3 months, is Serum going to outperform ALTURA? Absolutely, absolutely not. But I do think that Serum and all of these coins will double and triple, right? And I've talked about this. So let's talk about the total. Can we talk about the total market here for a second? I know I'm going around in circles, but I talked about ALTURA, why I think it's the best. It's the backbone of crypto gaming, right? How high can this go? I've talked about a little bit about that, but I just want to prove to you that it's not unrealistic to get to $1 billion market cap because by the time that ALTURA is at $1 billion market cap, everything in the top 100 will have already 3, 4, 5x as well. ALTURA will 11x, but these will go up. So I'll show you, I'll prove it to you, okay? So look, the total market cap, we just crossed the all-time high for the total market cap in crypto land, okay? And what I expect to happen after this is to go up. And why do I expect that? Because it happened already. In 2017, if you go back to 2017, once we crossed the total market cap all-time high, look what happened, guys. Look what happened. We went from a $186 billion market cap up to a $746 billion market cap, which means we did a 7x in like 2 months. 7x in 2 months, everything did a 7x. Everything. So if you're talking about these coins, these could 7x, right? This could go to 7 billion. This could go to 7 billion, and which would be cool, right? Which means that it's no problem for ALTURA, which is actually so criminally undervalued right now. It's ridiculous. $86 billion market cap or $86 million market cap with the ability to be the AWS for crypto gaming. Are you dead ass? Are you serious right now? So we could go to $1 billion, $2 billion, $3 billion, and no one would even notice. No one would even notice, right? If we went to 2 billion, we'd be at 23x. If we went to 3 billion, we'd be at 33x from here. And I know this sounds crazy, but it's not crazy when the rest of the market also goes up by 7x, right? Because that's exactly what happened in 2017. I'll prove it to you again. Look, this is the total too. This is everything besides Bitcoin. This is Ethereum and all the other altcoins, right? When we crossed this in 2017, it was even more dramatic. Look at this. When we crossed this line in 2017, same time frame, basically November, We crossed it here, and we went from an $81 billion market cap up to a $500 billion market cap. We did another 7x, okay? Another 7x. So yes, all of the coins, including Ethereum, could do a 7x from here. And it gets even crazier when you talk about the low cap altcoins, like the ones that I've been telling you guys to buy for months and months and months, like these. All these here, these could do a 10 to 20x, and I'm not bull crapping you, because look at this, okay? I'll show you what happened. If you go to total three, once this breaks, it's not going to break yet. It's going to break here in about, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 weeks. So you have a little bit of time. You have a couple days here to actually get your position sizes in. So hurry the hell up. Okay. Once we break this line, this is when stuff hits the fan. This is the real line. This is every coin besides Bitcoin and Ethereum. Okay. When we break this line, this is back in 2017, it was a 9x. We went from a $44 billion market cap up to a $362 billion market cap, which was a 9x. A lot of these coins, though, didn't do a 9x. A lot of them did less, and a lot of them did a lot more. So the ones that I have researched, I anticipate being the better ones, baby, because it's the Amazon Web Services of crypto gaming. I expect it to be one of the top performing altcoins. You know, I expect D-Race and Altura and UFO and Polka City and PBR and all the ones that I have talked about for months and months and months to outperform the other microcaps because they have actual value. They actually work. They actually provide stuff to the community because I've actually done my research, okay? And so, I'm talking a lot. But I expect them to get a 20x, and I don't think that's unreasonable. So a 20x for Altura, like I said, would be about a $1.7 billion market cap. I don't think anyone would notice. We still probably wouldn't be in the top 100. And that's just totally reasonable in my mind. So yeah, that's what you got. If you don't have Altura, I feel bad for you. A lot of people are asking me like, it's pumped too much. How high can it go? I don't care. I don't think you understand exponentials. That's one problem with people in the world, okay? You look at this chart and you think to yourself, oh, it's probably going to go up to here. But it's not. It's going to go up to here. It's going to go all the way up here off the chart. And it did the exact same. Look at this. This is where we are. Okay, let me go back down. I want to make it very, very obvious for you guys. Holy crap. Okay, this is us now. Okay, this is us now. And this is what it's going to look like in 2 months. That is coming. That is coming. Same thing on this chart. This is where we're at now, and this is what it's going to look like in 2 months. This is where we're at now, and this is what it's going to look like in 2 months. So if you, I can't stand people that are on Twitter like, I'm gonna move my profits over from. I think there's a reason, guys. There's a reason that Altura is cranking. Okay, you're pretty silly if you're taking profits on something that's going to $1 billion market cap and putting it into something that hasn't. I don't have any bad coins on here, so I can't really talk about them. But like, imagine if you took profits from ALU, right, which is going to $1 billion market cap and higher. Okay, and then you put them into like, I don't know, Ethereum. Like Ethereum is going to go to 18K. I do believe that. But what is that? A 3x? That's a 3x. You're dumping on an 11x to get a 3x. I just don't understand. I don't get it. I think that the fundamental value is there. Okay, so for those of you guys who have watched 17 minutes of this video, have you been provided value? Please, please, for the love of Pete, smooch on that button for me. Please, gosh. How much value did I just give you in a second? Now I'm about to give you some more, okay? For those of you guys who watch the videos, you guys know on the Kale Show, I like to reward the people at the end of the videos. I told you I had a 100x NFT coming. A lot of you guys probably forgot by now. But I have a 100x NFT that's dropping today. And so if you want involved in this, you need to get your ass over to the Bad Grandmas. The Bad Grandmas are minting today. She's a bad one. She's a bad mamma jamma. I actually minted a couple of these this morning. Look at this cutie. Look at this cutie. I minted her. I was on the whitelist, obviously. So I got a couple ahead of time. But guys, there's a public mint at 5:10 Eastern, at 5 p.m. Eastern today. There is a public mint for the Bad Grandmas. Go follow the Bad Grandmas on Twitter. The last time that I minted on, this is on Immutable X, right? Immutable X is the best place to mint an NFT. Last time I did this, I got about like 25 Moody Crows, as you can see here. I still have like 7 of them left. I sold 17 of them for $70,000 in profit because everything on Immutable X right now just pumps. It just pumps. It just does. And this art is fantastic. The founder is amazing. The community is amazing. And if you're not minting these for whatever they're minting for later this afternoon, I honestly feel bad for you. And the last thing, for those of you guys who watched till the end of the video, you might have seen that there's this link. There's this different link. There's this Discord link in my Twitter bio. And you're probably wondering, what is that? And you're probably thinking that I'm going to tell you what it is right now. Let's just say that your boy's launching a project. And that's all I'm going to say. So if you want early access, early intelligence into what this is and how it's going to be I'm not gonna give any more details of that. Just go click on that link, jump in the community. That's all I got. I like to leave some gems for you people in the back. Smooch one for me. Smooch that button for me. Love you guys. See you soon. Bye.